Hey, what is up? So, got Gary Queen's 16 Road King in with the beach bars. With his beach bars. I'm just dogging on y'all with I have them. If you got them, you got them. That's your ride. It ain't my ride. I ain't got a Vicla right now, so who am I to talk, right? But anyways, got it here. Got some stuff lined up for him. I did do some test riding on it, and I found a couple little things with it. The exhaust system bumps that right floorboard when you're accelerating or decelerating or hitting bumps. When that rubber mounted motor moves around, it kind of taps that little floorboard. So I got so I went ahead and got a floorboard spacer kit. Now Vance & Hines makes this one. It's cheaper to make it, or it's cheaper to buy it than it is to make it, because it's kind of got an oblong one. It's got extra bolts in it, all powder coated, ready to go. What that's going to do is your floorboard mounts that bolt onto the frame. You're going to undo those bolts. You're going to put these spacers in, bolt it back in. It's going to give it about, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch to an inch of clearance. What is that? It's going to give it about a ½ inch of clearance. That'll stop it from knocking around. I also noticed that the front wheel is on and it's tightened up, but see how I can move that spacer? So I'll definitely be looking into that. I don't know if maybe the axle isn't all the way in, or I don't know what happened. Maybe that spacer isn't long enough, but I will get that corrected. He also said it's got a vibration. That could probably be it from the wheel walking on the axle. So I'll get that taken care of. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the wheel on the balancing machine upstairs and just double check, make sure it is balanced, so we can get that little, I did feel it when I rode it here. It kind of had a little something going on in the front end. I don't know if it was that or what it was. Handlebars. Got the handlebars in. Or he gave me the handlebars. And I'm tired of my boy getting punked out, ripped off by other people, other shops that he works with. He just bites his tongue and he takes it, and that's the last guy I would want to be upset with me, but he's still cool with these guys. But I got him. Got you, Gary. I got you, bro.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough and want to hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Yeah, sorry, bro, but this show's about me.
Gary has put me to the front of the line a couple times. I've done, if I scratch a customer's bike, I'm like, crap, bro, I got to get this done, blah, blah, blah. Front of the line, in and out, boom. He's worked with me on doing different bikes, getting the bikes base coated over to Loki to get striped, back to him for clear, polished, buff, back to me in record time. So I want to do a little something for my boy. He wants to do the apes, no cables. I got you. He said, man, I don't have the money to do that. I got you. So just so you all know, it's not expensive. It's not as expensive as you would think to do these conversions, okay? eBay, used part. It's off of a special, a Road King special. It's the hydraulic slave cylinder. It's used, but everything works. It's in great working condition. So I'm going to be putting this on. I do have to go to Harley and get the chrome cover that goes to the top of it. So I still need to get that. But I got that for him. Also, boom! I got him the clutch hydraulic master cylinder. It's used, yeah, it's used, but hey, it's still gonna look good. All of this is in great condition. It does have a little bit of where the coating is popping off on this. In the early models, they were making them out of aluminum, and the powder coat stuff was coming off because you're running .4 in there. The later models, this piece is made out of plastic. That one already has the plastic cap on it, the brake side. So I will go to Harley, I'll get the chrome lower cover, and then I'm gonna get a new lid on this one. And once this top piece is off and replaced, you won't even be able to notice that. That's what we're gonna do. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and start stripping these bars off. I'm gonna get these apes, Carlini Apes, mocked up on there. Then I can position where I want. I'll take the controls and I'll put them on here, get them lined up, and then I'll start figuring out where I'm gonna drill holes for all the internal wiring. I do have a small piece that helps me do that. So I can put this into the banjo fitting, and then depending on where I want to curve it and tuck it under there and enter the bar is what I do with this. Mark it, drill the hole, and we start running wires. So yeah, let me get this bike broke down. And you don't need to see me take all of that stuff apart. This isn't really one of those videos, I guess. But I will show how I do some measurements and stuff like that. So let's get after it. Okay, real quick on these 2016s. I don't remember the year models, but if you have this odometer switch on your left hand control, when you're taking everything else is pretty much explanatory. You take the front housing off, you take the brake or the clutch lever off, and you can separate it. On the right hand side, this odometer switch, you don't want to break that piece off because it's not going to let you separate everything without taking this off. So to get this one removed, all you're going to do is you're going to actually pull up until you hear it snap. It kind of pops up. Once it pops up, then you're going to slide it towards the grip. So you slide towards the grip, and it just comes right off. And once you have that off, that comes off. Also, there's these little clips that kind of like kick, like tick, 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 and they grab like little claw, and that's what holds these on, and it does on the other side too. You just take like a little screwdriver, and you just kind of hold up that one edge, and it'll release it. So you'll hear it click on. Just kind of put a little screwdriver or something under there. Just kind of hold up, get the pressure off. That comes off. And that is how you remove these hand control. Whoop. And that one's squished in there as well. Around here. To the pin. And it's off. So just to let you know, that little clip is going to keep you from getting that hand control up. So just push it up and slide it out. And then when you get everything put back together, you might as well just leave this for last. Slide it in and then push it down and it'll lock it on. All right, let me move on to getting these bars actually off the bike. So a lot of times when you're trying to do all of these cables and everything through the bars, if you're not doing like 1.5 inch or 2 inch bar, which I think are ugly as hell, that's also my opinion. Looks like fork tubes coming all the way up into grips. Another thing to make room is if you look at this plastic sleeving that's going over the throttle by wire thing, for example, I'm cutting it off very carefully. I'm cutting this plastic oversized sheathing off, and I'm going with, I think this is like gaffler tape is what it's called, and I'm taping the lines up real nice and tight. And so what that's going to do is that's going to give me a little bit of extra room, and it's also going to make this much tighter, so it's going to want to follow and be pulled through the bars better than this loose sleeving. So that's just another little tech tip on wiring all of this stuff through the insides of the bars. So even though these are $300, $400 handlebars, doesn't mean that they're perfect. So I have them flipped upside down. When I work on the bikes and the bars and stuff like that, it's hard to keep, like, you don't want to scratch them, especially chrome, because you can't fix it. Powder coat, as soon as you scratch it, screwed. You got to get them stripped and re-powder coated. So messing with something that's already powder coated or chromed can be a nightmare. So I flipped them upside down. I put them back in the clamp so that way they can't move. I do have this neoprene tank cover, and I kind of have them rested right there so I can get in there. And what I'm doing is I'm cleaning the burrs. Like, I can put my finger in there and I can feel the sharp edges. Ooh, that one's real sharp. And I was feeding that's the brake line. I was feeding it through, and I screwed it all up. It's all jacked up. So I'm going to have another one made. Yeah, so see all the kind of like scraped down the sides. So that pissed me off. So I yanked it out, and so now it's really messed up. So that's probably a $100 mistake on my bad. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm deburring it. So I got like these, it's a round ball. And what that does is, let's see if I can show you. So like I can go inside here and then just slowly, just kind of scrape on these two sides. Then you can slowly kind of go up this way. You want to make sure that you're scraping like this way. And then when you go this one, you want it to go this way. That way it doesn't accidentally jump out and then you run it across the bars or whatever. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, is just running this kind of like. And then I'm gonna try to zoom in so that you guys can see where it's actually taking some of that fur off. Look at that. That feels so much better now. And that one, I can feel the burn. I can feel it right across there. So I will hit this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do it with both hands so I don't accidentally screw up these bars. But now you get the gist of it. And yeah, that's why I charge as much as I do, because I go through all the stuff to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. Or like that, what I did doesn't happen. But yeah, this is gonna help out in the long run. It's a little bit extra time, but it's all in the prep. And that's what makes a good install job. So yeah, let me get this done so we can try to rerun these cables again. What's up? So yeah, different day, haircut. Looking firme, Holmes, looking firme. Anyways, so yeah, I got all of this exhaust loosened up so I could get this off. I got the regular cable clutch off, and I installed this. I forgot to show you that, and my bad. I apologize. But so on this type of factory hydraulic setup, you don't run this bearing piece here. What this does is this has a bearing, and this is like just a, I forgot what they call it, but basically it's just splashing oil around on this bearing to keep it from seizing up. And then the push rod goes from the clutch side through, and then it sits inside that little recess. So on a factory one, you don't use that. Basically, all you're running is into, it's got a little nipple like this in the hydraulic piston that's right here. So what I do is on that piston, I take a pretty good dab of like wheel bearing grease, heavy duty, high speed wheel bearing grease for like a trailer or something like that, and I put it in there. That way it keeps it from marring in there. And waiting for FedEx because I had to order one, but so then you'll take that push rod out, and they make one specifically for the factory setup. Now on the factory setup, on the opposite side, it's got a whole encasement. It kind of looks about this size. It's a casting piece. I'll show you a clip of it right here. And I'm showing it to you like this because I don't have it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. After I get it, I can edit it in there so you can see it. But on the end, it's got the housing that has the bearing that's clipped on there with the long shaft that goes through the transmission. So it's one unit and it comes this way. So the bearing, instead of being in this side, it's going to be on the clutch side. So that's where the bearing will ride, is on the other side. So you'll remove this piece on the factory. If you're doing a factory conversion over, you'll remove this piece, you'll remove the center rod, and you'll buy a complete assembly rod. You might have to buy the rod and the bearing and the housing and stuff, all the little pieces. I happened to buy one that had everything connected. So I have that. I'm going to go in there. I'll show you that here in a second. But aftermarket ones, usually what they do is their piston houses this piece, so you don't have to change all that stuff. So going aftermarket might be a better way to go. But I will let you know that when you do the aftermarket, they want you to remove this clip, take this. So it doesn't look like it's a bearing, but this metal piece, there's what's called a flat bearing. Looks like a washer with some rollers in it. But you'll take this assembly off, knock this splash piece off, and then put this assembly back on. So it's just the bearing, and this is gone. And that sits inside the aftermarket pucks. Boop, boop, boop. So sometimes aftermarket's easier, but sometimes the aftermarket ones are more expensive. I know the 5-speed model aftermarket hydraulic clutch covers are probably about $200, maybe $250 retail. 6 speeds are more expensive. And you can get these. are replaceable, and you can get easy pull clutch units. Not sure what they change in it, but it changes it so that way it makes the pull a little bit easier and better. I think Mueller is the one that makes it, so you can replace it, say the 3 bolts, and then this unit comes off, and then you bolt their new unit on. But so I'm waiting for my hose guy to get there because he sent me a fitting to mock it up. So I make my lines a little bit on the big side, and then I can mark where I need to cut it and then have him crimp everything on, because I'm going to have him go ahead and crimp this on there. The problem is once I put that on there, the 45 degree was way too much, so I need like a 22.5 degree. I'm going to see if he's got something like that. If he doesn't, I'll probably get a straight one, and then I will put a little bit of bend with my my little bender, see if I can bend it down to get the right angle. And then once I get that, then all I do is bring the clutch line, make sure I already have it all ran how it's going to go. I'll mark it, take it over, he'll crimp it, and then we'll install it. And then I gotta get one for the brake line as well. They don't have, they're out of stock nationwide, the adapter fitting, so I'm gonna see if he's got something that works on these. If not, I know Dave Covington from Covington Custom Cycles out of Oklahoma, they were making aftermarket ones that they made. What it is the bolt is huge. It's not 3/8 or 7/16, 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter. It's even bigger. Look at how big that sucker is. He's a big one. So I got to get something that has a hole that big, that has something coming off the side that I can either tap to or whatever. So I got to mark this one for the ABS brakes, and then get that clamped on, and then I can go ahead and run everything, bleed everything out, make sure everything works, nothing's leaking, and then I can start applying all the covers. This is the cover that I had to order from Harley. Hopefully it'll be here before the show. If not, I think I'm kind of screwed. All right, so now I'm on the primary side. I got that piece in, and like I said, it's got a little bearing. And what you're gonna do on here is you're gonna take the clutch adjustment piece out. Whoa. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. See that? See how it has the 2 little ears on it? This one's got the 2 little ears on it as well. So you're replacing this adjuster nut. There's no adjustment on this because it's hydraulic, so the fluid is what's gonna make the adjustment. So this has been made a certain length. Now I gotta get a magnet or something to grab the shucks, hold on. So, I hope this will go in far enough. Of course it won't. Let's see if I can transfer the magnet. No. Well, that kind of stinks. Probably should have pushed it out when I had the chance. Well, I didn't have this cover off because I didn't have that part and I didn't want it open, so this is gonna be fun. Let me see if I can find some more magnets to get some more magnification, and I can get that little bad boy out of there. Hold on. Okay, I found a magnet here that I can put in here. Ooh, that's a pretty good magnet too. Here's the old rod. You can see it's much longer. This one is much longer. Well, this is taking up the difference on this, and then also into the piece on the other side. Oh, that. So you got all 3 of these pieces being replaced. 1, 2, 3, being replaced with this one. This goes in. And then you put the ring back on. make sure it snaps in there. And let me go ahead and put some hydraulic fluid in here and bleed this out, and then we will be able to see how all of that works. Ooh. All right, this is going to be kind of a long stretch, but I think you can see it now. Boop, 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 boop. Clutch is working. So I'm going to grab a gasket, put this cover back on, and I'm still waiting for the cover, the outside cover for the other side, but that much closer. Yo, so now that everything's hooked up and everything's working, got the clutch bled, got the brakes bled. I think I'm gonna need a little more riding, see if I can work some bubbles out and get the, I'm gonna have to hook up my computer and do the bleed cycle and all that stuff on these ABS bikes. You really should do that. But yeah, got it done. Got to put his heat shields back on, seat, bags, tank, all of that stuff. Get that all put back on. But yeah, so on this one, it's not the 7/16 or the 10mm banjo. It's actually bigger, so we had to get one of those from my guy, and he went ahead and crimped it onto the line. So that's done. We went ahead, and they didn't have any adapters, so I just had my guy crimp the fitting on that I needed for the hydraulic clutch, and I did mark my line hydraulic. And then this one says brake, so when I was running them, I knew which one went to where. Got it all ran with the factory line, got this one done. Had some extra little of these black clips, so I just clipped it to the frame. If this was a complete show bike, probably would have ran the clutch line down, back, and then underneath, but going for a full factory look, so it looks pretty much stock. What else can I say? But yeah, got to get everything back. Headlight, all the connectors are all plugged back in. I just got to plug the headlight, put the housing on, but you got to put all of those parts back on it. So gonna do all of that stuff and take it for a little test ride. Like I said, I am still waiting for that cover from Harley that goes right over the top of that. I'm hoping I could finagle it in there, but I kind of don't think I will be able to. I'm probably gonna have to loosen up the pipes to put that cover on. That sucks, but I'd like to just know that everything's functioning and working properly. Then I can set it aside when that cover comes in, pull it on, do whatever I gotta do to make that cover fit, put the 2 bolts in, and this project will be done. So let me get this bike put back together and then take it for a test ride, and then we'll get this bike back to Gary. So, all right, I appreciate you guys hanging along. So, wrapping up the Vicla bar redo. Last part I need is from here. Adam Smith's Texas Harley Davidson. Oh, they got their 10th anniversary coming up. It's this weekend, which I don't know when this is dropping. Drag Specialties is in the building. Let me go get my part. Check out this cool Springer with the billet wheels. What? Yeah. Hello. That's something on my face. Am I okay? A lot of people just standing around staring. What's going on?
A whole lot of it. What can I do for you?
Think you got a part for me?
I think I may have a part for you.
Awesome sauce.
What's your last name?
Last name is Garley, like Harley, but with a G. G-A-R-L-E-Y. Yes.
Need a knife to open that up?
Sure, let's check it out.
There you go.
Danger zone.
Danger zone.
Whoop, whoop, oh. Can you tell I don't have knives?
No, you're good. You're good. I barely just got this one, man.
Oh, that's my finger here.
Dude, oh man, no, I had a customer give me one of those ones that had the button on it, and he was like, "Don't cut yourself." I immediately stabbed myself. I was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry I got blood all over your knife."
Like, my bad. How are you?
A lot of my customers, I never have a knife. I'm like, "Hey, do you have a knife on you?" And they're like, "No, I got a gun. We can shoot it open.
Shoot it
Like,
open.
it's tape. It's tape.
What we needed.
Boom.
What's your name again?
My name's Noah.
Noah. Parts guy Noah, Adam Smith's Harley. Check him out. So, Adam Smith's next door when I was driving in, Heath Murray had his car out in front of his shop. We gotta go check it out. I did a video of his, a while back of his like grand opening, open house thing, but his car wasn't out. I want to see his car out in person. Ooh, 6 Deuce. Got a 6 Deuce up here. But yeah, Heath Murray's car is so sick. Come check it out. Since it's out, let's take a look at the 6 Deuce. I gotta say, I live in a pretty cool town to have shops like Murray's and stuff like that not too far from me. But God, that car just looks sick, don't it? All right, back to the shop. All right, back in the shop. As you can see, the bike's pretty much done. Just got to put this cover on that we just got from Harley. I did open it there, so all of this stuff should just come off real quick. Bling, bling, bling. Now it's the test. Will this thin sheet metal cover go on without taking the pipe off? And the answer is no. I have to loosen the pipe up so I can get it out so it'll go in there. I can access the two. So should just be loosening up some bolts just to get it to move a little bit. Probably just this bottom one that holds the pipe at the transmission. I think if I loosen that one up, loosen up the head bolts, should be able to just finagle it out so it pops on, put the two bolts in, snug that up, throw these exhaust shields on, and we're taking it back to Gary. All right, let me get some tools and get this cover on. So here we go. Got it all done. Got it all a little bit shined up. Those bars came out super sweet. All right, let me go grab a helmet and let's get this over to Gary. Real quick, I wanted to tell you something. When I do these bikes, the internal lines, the hydraulic lines that I use, I do not use those real tiny, I do not use those 3/32 line. I use like a normal -3 AN line. And the reason is because the fluid travel is slower. So when you are kind of performance oriented, which I am, so even on a Vicla, I like to hot rod it around. And when you do that, if you're slipping the clutch or you're trying to grab some gears and go, it's not going to go, and the fluid will not transfer back and forth fast enough, so you'll end up slipping the clutch. I found that out years ago in like 2015. I was doing some more of those jobs, and I had the bike on the dyno, and it was just like the clutch is slipping, the clutch is slipping. I'm like, how is that doing that, you know? And it's because when he was shifting and it was going, that's how we found out that the clutch was slipping, and then it ended up burning it up. So I had to come back, pull all of that out, drill the holes bigger on the bars, put bigger line in there. And so, yeah, so I don't use the real small phantom lines or whatever those lines are called. I don't use those because I'm kind of a performance guy, you know what I mean? And like, I'll get this bad boy up to about 130, 135 miles an hour before I even hit red line. I run the high performance oil filters in there. I got the Pennzoil in there, you know, synthetic, and about a third tank of jet fuel. Shoot, can't touch me, man. None of those little cars, none of those Viclas can touch me, man, because I'm scooting. That's right.
Till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Did my cables fall off on the way down here?
Yep.
All right, Gary, I emptied the front gun. Put it back in. They said I go build a tent. Let me wipe it. Yeah.
I gotta do that to everybody. You know, I actually Googled Ape Hanger cables and just looking at them, I was like, there's no way. I mean, like, you can't beat that look. You can't. You can put all the little stupid cable clamps on there you want.
I think running them smoothly to flow with the bars is better than all the clamps. But you know, I couldn't have my boy rolling like that. This is kind of like a little gift from us for.
All right, y'all have a good day now. You been doing all right?
Yes, you.
I'm doing okay. Coming out 30, but
Can you get out of there?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
I really can't balance that. I've been on there. Yes, sir.
You did put it back there?
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later. See you, buddy. Yeah, this is kind of like Gary gets screwed over, and so finally somebody does something nice for Gary.
That's awesome. I never expected the bars to look like that.
I don't know if you're gonna reach him.
Probably not. And I have another seat. I bought a LaPera, and it has the pad right here to scoop me up a little bit. And then my wife filmed me when I took it to Longhorn when I took it to Longhorn to have them look at that rattle. And then she was behind me, stupid. And then I was wearing tennis shoes, and when I pulled up at I posted a video on TikTok, but when I pulled up at the light, it looked like I was tiptoeing. So I said, let me cut that part of the fucking video off.
So we went ahead and flipped the mirrors, added the hydraulic slave cylinder that matches the front, all the lines inside. I didn't know this one comes with just a polished one, so I didn't know black or chrome, and you weren't sure yet. And I'm kind of like, the black and chrome looks good, so we'll just have to get you a chrome one or go blacked out if you're going to go blacked out.
It doesn't look bad.
Got rid of that crazy plug, so I rerouted it, and it's back behind there for the fans. Move your floorboard out so it doesn't rattle on your.
How does it?
Oh, dude, got the wheel balanced. Got the.
So it rides smooth now?
Oh yeah, dude, I was doing like 80, 90 all the way here.
For real?
Yeah, one end.
I'll tell you, like 74 smooth, 75.
No, I was doing
like,
80 the whole way. I got video to prove it.
That's fucking awesome.
It's like after I started, but it was like trying to get the pieces because I got a used slave cylinder out of a Tri-Glide or special road glide special, and then I couldn't find this anywhere, so I had to order it. And they called me last night and they finally got it in, so I put that cover on and got the heat shields and everything put back on so I could deliver it. But that's what I've been waiting on for a little while. I know it's not a show bike. If it was a show bike, I probably would have ran the clutch cable this way, but to save a few bucks, I went ahead and ran it, but I kept it clean. So the hydraulic cable comes down and then goes right into the clutch cable or to the clutch cover.
He doesn't like cables. Have you figured that out?
Yeah.
Well,
I think we're on the same.
No, yeah. But I mean, there's no way to make them look cool.
Right.
And I knew you weren't gonna let whatever you did. I knew I was gonna be happy with it, but I didn't expect that. That's fucking badass. You can't. Yeah, that's. It don't get no better than that.
Get your bars and all your old parts and stuff like that back to you, so you can sell them or do whatever you want to do.
Did you talk to Lucky? Rusty from D&D yesterday.
Did I?
Yeah. No. When I used to live up there, he would bring me parts he wanted to work on, and then he says, "Hey man, I got some parts. Can I?" He said, "You moved, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But you know what? Adam's right there." And he goes, "Man, I know Adam. Man, he's my friend."
Yeah.
So he was all excited that all that right down over there. I was like, nothing. I went on the way at the smell stop. Give me something to eat on. There's nothing to sign at the gas station.
Anybody you tell them 16s, they'll believe you.
They're 16 before we bent them.
Yeah.